There's a saying that goes, if you want something, pursue it to the end and never give up. This perspective, while popular and easily understood, carries with it an invisible pressure we place on ourselves. The philosophy of Stoicism, an ancient ideology, teaches us a different viewpoint. Not everything in life needs to be forced or controlled. Think about the times you've tried to control everything around you to achieve a desired outcome. Perhaps you've given your all, poured your heart and soul into a job or relationship, only to find that the harder you tried, the more complicated and out of control things became. These failures not only exhaust you physically, but also create deep-seated insecurity and disappointment. This doesn't mean you're not good enough or unworthy. Sometimes it's simply because we are forcing life to conform to our will, forgetting that life is naturally a flowing stream. Living a life without forcing things is not easy, especially in a world that constantly imposes standards of success and happiness. However, by applying the principles of Stoicism, you'll discover that life becomes much lighter and more meaningful when you no longer feel the need to control everything. Let me guide you through 10 methods to achieve this, so you can live a more meaningful and peaceful life. These methods will not only help you reduce stress and anxiety, but also allow you to find joy and satisfaction in every moment of life. Before we start the video, as usual, I have a small challenge for you. Watch the video to the end, don't miss a single part, and then apply what you learned to your life a week later. Come back here and share the changes in your life. Leave a comment saying go with the flow below, so I know you accept the challenge and are ready to explore the profound wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Get ready, because your journey of life discovery starts now. Number 1, live fully in the present. In Stoic philosophy, living fully in the present is a fundamental principle that helps us find peace and happiness. Marcus Aurelius, one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, and once said, do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you while you live, while it is in your power. Be good. This quote reminds us that time is finite and precious, and only the present moment is truly within our grasp. Living fully in the present means you focus entirely on what is happening now, feeling and experiencing each moment deeply. This not only helps reduce stress and anxiety about the future, but also allows you to enjoy the simple pleasures of daily life. Imagine sitting under an ancient tree, listening to the birds sing and feeling a gentle breeze on your skin. You can immerse yourself completely in that moment without worrying about unfinished tasks or distant plans. Have you ever sat next to a loved one and realized you were entirely caught up in other thoughts, missing the precious moment at hand? Ask yourself, how many times have you missed simple joys because your mind was preoccupied elsewhere? By living fully in the present, we not only enrich our own lives, but also bring peace and joy to those around us. To live fully in the present, ask yourself, what is happening right now, and how can I enjoy this moment to the fullest? These questions will help you return to the present, reduce distractions, and feel a deeper connection to the world around. You practice this daily, whether you are eating, working, or simply breathing. Paying attention to each small action will help you appreciate the value of every moment. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for meditation, calming your mind and returning to yourself. Let go of worries and pressures and enjoy each present moment. Number 2, understand and the impermanence of life. Life is constantly changing, and that change is the only constant. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man. As philosopher Heraclitus once said, emphasizing the continuous transformation of all things in our daily lives. We often cling to stability, wishing for everything to remain the same, but can we really resist the natural flow of time and change? Impermanence is not just a philosophical concept, but an inevitable Reality of life, think about the times you've tried to hold on to a positive emotion or avoid a negative one, have you? Notice that all emotions, whether joy or sorrow, eventually pass. Understanding this helps us appreciate the present moments and avoid being swept away by anxiety or disappointment. A concrete example illustrating life's impermanence is the change of seasons. Spring brings new life, summer is full of energy and vigor, autumn is gentle and romantic, and winter is cold but prepares for a new spring. Similarly, our lives have their own cycles. Everything changes, and it's this change that brings balance and richness. Show life understanding and accepting impermanence helps us become more patient and resilient in any situation. When faced with difficulties, instead of worrying and panicking, we can remind ourselves this is just a part of the journey and it will pass. This way we can focus on what we can control and do our best. Impermanence teaches us the value of gratitude. When we recognize that everything can change, we begin to appreciate what we have more deeply, even the smallest things in our daily lives. Ask yourself, what can I be grateful for in my life today? The question for us is, how can we live harmoniously with this impermanence? One approach suggested by Stoic philosophy is the practice of acceptance. When we accept that everything happens for a reason and that we cannot control everything, we will feel more relieved and at peace. Let's move on to the next lesson to understand this better. Number 3, the power of acceptance. Acceptance is not simply about resignation or giving up. It's about having the inner strength to face every situation with calmness and clarity. Epicus, one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." The power of acceptance lies in this variability. Think about a time when you faced a difficult situation. Perhaps it was losing a job, a broken relationship, or a serious illness. Our initial reaction is often resistance, denial, and an attempt to change reality. But have you ever asked yourself, what would happen if I stopped resisting and started accepting? Acceptance is not surrender. It's about understanding the nature of the situation and finding a wiser way to confront it. Acceptance does not mean giving up on dreams or ceasing to strive. On the contrary, it helps us see more clearly what truly matters and realign our goals. For instance, when a job opportunity doesn't come as expected, instead of feeling disappointed, accept that it's part of the journey and continue seeking other opportunities. Acceptance makes us more flexible and resilient in the face of a life's changes. It brings inner peace by freeing us from the whirlwind of negative emotions such as anger, anxiety, or fear. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you accepted everything as it is without trying to change or control it? Could you find more ease and serenity within yourself? Acceptance does not make us weak, rather it gives us the strength to face confidently. Acceptance is not a passive act, but a conscious choice to live more fully and peacefully. It's how we harmonize with the flow of life, facing every difficulty and challenge without being swept into the vortex of dissatisfaction and stress. Challenge yourself and you will see how the power of acceptance can truly transform your life. Number 4, learn to let go. Learning to let go is one of the core principles of Stoic philosophy, a philosophy that teaches us to live in peace and contentment with life. Letting go doesn't mean giving up everything or becoming passive. It means understanding and accepting that some things are beyond our control. Imagine you are holding a hot stone tightly. You know that if you keep holding on, you will get burned, but if you let go, you will feel light and comfortable. Life is similar. There are pains and difficulties we must learn to let go of to find peace. Have you ever wondered why you hold on to sadness, anger, and disappointment? These negative emotions not only hurt you but also prevent you from living a happy and meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When we let go of unnecessary burdens, our minds become lighter and freer." This doesn't mean giving up on everything, but rather being selective and holding on to what truly matters. Letting go is a way to cleanse our souls, much like tidying up a room, removing items that no longer serve us to make the space more airy and bright. The act of letting go can be applied to many aspects of life. You can let go of toxic relationships,
unrealistic expectations or worries
about the future. You can let go of past mistakes and learn to forgive yourself. Ask yourself, what is preventing you from living a happy and meaningful life? What can you let go of to make room for better things? Learning to let go is not an easy journey, but it will lead you to true freedom and peace. Remember, letting go is not giving up, it is accepting and appreciating what you have. Do you agree with this perspective? If you do, don't hesitate to like the video. If not, comment your thoughts below so we can discuss further. Now, let's move on to lesson number 5. Number 5, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is not just about focusing on what's happening around you, but also being deeply aware of your own emotions and thoughts. Without judgment, it helps us live fully in the present, reduces stress and anxiety, and thereby achieves peace and satisfaction in life. Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This statement emphasizes that mindfulness helps us control our mind, which is more important than trying to control external factors that we cannot change. Imagine a stressful workday. You come home, your mind swirling with thoughts about work, family, and personal responsibilities. Instead of letting these thoughts control you, take a few minutes to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and practice mindfulness. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to feel more at peace? Practicing mindfulness not only helps relieve stress, but also brings clarity and alertness, allowing you to see things more clearly and calmly. Mindfulness helps us avoid being swept away by negative emotions and external disruptions. When you encounter difficult situations, ask yourself, can I control this? If not, learn to accept and let go. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Practicing mindfulness is not an easy process and requires patience, but the benefits it brings are immense. You can start with simple exercises like deep breathing, focusing on each breath, feeling the air entering and leaving your body. As you do these exercises, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What am I thinking and why? These questions help you become more aware of yourself and your surroundings, freeing you from unnecessary worries about the past or future. We've made it halfway through our journey today. Thank you for being here. Your presence shows that you are ready to live more wisely, to build a happy and fulfilling life. Please hit the subscribe button and share this video to spread these lessons to your loved ones and friends. If you find it valuable, this will be a great motivation for me. Now, let's continue our journey. Number 6, use silence effectively in the modern world where noise and hustle constantly surround us. The power of silence is often underestimated. However, to a Stoic philosopher, silence is not just without ceasing to speak. It is an art of controlling the mind and emotions. When we listen to silence, we not only hear the sounds around us, but also the voice within our souls. It is then that we can deeply understand ourselves and the life around us. Silence allows us to perceive things more clearly and wisely. Perhaps you have experienced moments when silence helped you find answers to difficult questions or brought you peace amidst pressure and anxiety. Do you remember the last time you were truly silent and listened to what your heart had to Say a specific example of the power of silence can be seen in conflict situations instead of reacting with anger or thoughtless words. Silence allows us to step back, assess the situation, and respond wisely. As Epicus advised, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. By listening more than we speak, we create space for understanding and genuine connection. Ask yourself, when was the last time you were truly silent to listen? What did you discover from that silence? You might realize that silence is not just about stopping speech, but about reaching the deeper layers of the soul, finding peace and wisdom in every moment of life. Silence, in essence, is the most powerful voice of self-control and understanding. We are curious to know, have you recently embraced silence to listen to your inner voice? What new insights have you discovered? Share your stories and profound found in understandings in the comments. Number 7, enjoy the journey, not just the outcome. Stoic philosophy teaches that the true value of life lies not in the achievements or the final outcomes, but in the journey we take to reach them. Imagine you are climbing a mountain. The peak is the ultimate goal, but the steps you take along the way are what truly matter. On this journey, you meet new friends, learn from the difficulties and challenges, and appreciate the beauty of nature around you. If you focus solely on the summit, you will miss out on all these precious experiences. The question is, can you find happiness without reaching the peak, but by enjoying every moment of the journey? In life, we are often obsessed with achieving results and forget that the process of getting there is where we truly learn and grow. The experiences, challenges, and even failures are all valuable lessons. When we fixate on the results, we create unnecessary pressure and are easily disappointed when things don't go as planned. But if we learn to enjoy each step, life becomes lighter and more meaningful. So how can you apply this principle to your daily life? Ask yourself, can you find joy and meaning in your daily tasks, no matter how small? Can you learn to love the process instead of just focusing on the final outcome? When we start to shift our perspective and enjoy the journey, we discover that life becomes rich and more meaningful. Enjoying the journey doesn't mean we have no goals or don't care about the results. It means we focus on the process, on the daily steps, and on how we live and work. Remember, life is a series of consecutive moments, and each moment is worth cherishing and enjoying. This is the foundation for our next lesson, the lesson on the value of simplicity. Let's move on to lesson number 8. Number 8, find joy in the simplest things. Have you ever wondered why children so easily find joy in the simplest things? A falling leaf, a gentle breeze, or a warm hug from their parents can light up their faces with radiant smiles, with their pure hearts unburned by life's worries. Children teach us a valuable lesson about finding joy in the present moment and in the simplest of things. People often get caught up in the whirlwind of gear and goals and relentless ambitions. They chase after luxury, material wealth, and power, hoping these will bring happiness and joy. But according to Stoic philosophy, true joy lies in the simplest aspects of life. These small things bring us joy and peace of. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on the present and appreciate what we have. Marcus Aurelius once said, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. When we stop chasing after distant things and start enjoying each moment, we will realize that joy is within our reach. The lessons from Stoic philosophy also teach us that finding joy in simple things not only brings happiness to ourselves, but also helps us build better relationships with others. When we appreciate what we have, we become less envious, less comparative, and live more harmoniously with those around us. Take a little time each day to pause, breathe deeply, and seek out the small but meaningful things around you. A good meal, a great book, or simply quiet time with family and friends. Remember, the richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. By learning this, you also learn gratitude. Let's move on into the next. Lesson number 9, the art of gratitude. The art of gratitude is not just about saying thank you when you receive help, but it's a state of mind, a way of life. It requires us to pause, reflect, and recognize the good things we often overlook. These small things can bring profound joy and satisfaction if we learn to appreciate them. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This advice reminds us that happiness doesn't come from achieving grand things, but from recognizing and being grateful for the small, simple things life offers. When you feel stressed or tired, pause and ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? This simple question can help shift your perspective and find joy in the ordinary. A specific example of the power of gratitude is the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychologist and philosopher who survived the Auschwitz concentration camp. In the harshest of circumstances, Frankl found reasons to be grateful even for the smallest acts of kindness among prisoners. Gratitude helped him maintain his faith and spirit, overcoming the most severe trials of life. Think about your own life. What can you find to be grateful for right now? It could be a good friend, a job you love, or simply good health. By cultivating gratitude, you not only find joy in the small things, but also build a stronger and more peaceful soul. Gratitude is not something distant or difficult to achieve. It is within our reach if we just pause, reflect, and appreciate the good things around us. As the teachings of the Stoic philosophers suggest, let gratitude be your guiding principle, leading you to a peaceful and happy life. Number 10, appreciate solitude. The state of being alone in the eyes of many is a negative condition, a fear they always try to escape. But to the Stoic philosopher, being alone is not an enemy to be avoided, but a close friend, an opportunity to delve deeper into oneself. In moments of solitude, we are not disturbed by the noise of the world around us, nor do we have to chase after social pressures or the expectations of others. Instead, we can listen to our own voice, facing our most authentic thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, when you are alone, how do you feel? Do you feel empty, insecure, or do you find peace and clarity within your soul? The state of being alone gives us the chance to reflect and understand ourselves. It helps us reassess our lives, evaluate our values and goals, and discover what truly matters to U.S. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." Being alone provides us the space to think, to improve the quality of our thoughts, and thereby enhance the quality of our lives. When we are grateful for solitude, we no longer see it as a punishment, but as a precious gift that helps us grow and mature. Take time for yourself. Seek out quiet moments in your busy life and listen to your inner voice. Try spending an afternoon walking alone, meditating, or simply reading a favorite book. You will find that in solitude you can discover endless inspiration and true peace. Solitude is not an enemy, but a teacher, a friend that helps us find ourselves. Being grateful for solitude is being grateful for life, for the opportunities to understand and develop ourselves. Let Stoic philosophy guide you on this path so you can live a full and meaningful life. In the journey to find happiness and meaning, many people often confuse effort with force. They forget that sometimes letting go is the key to unlocking freedom and peace. Stoicism teaches us that not forcing things to go our way doesn't mean giving up on our dreams or ambitions. It's about learning to live in harmony with nature, with ourselves, and with life. To take a look at your life and realize that not everything needs to be controlled. Spend time enjoying each moment, embracing impermanence, and knowing that some things are beyond your reach. When you Stop forcing things and start living. Naturally, you'll see that everything will gradually become clearer and easier. Joy and happiness are not destinations, but are found in each step. You take in the acceptance and deep understanding of life's essence. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Your presence here shows you are ready to become a true Stoic. If you find this content valuable, don't forget to like the video and share it with those around you. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos over the next week. Let the philosophy of Stoicism guide you, helping you live a full, meaningful, and peaceful life. Then come back and share your story with us. I'm always here to listen to you. Don't force anything in your life. Let things unfold naturally and find joy in each present moment. See you in the next videos.